I've done like 6 RV reviews today, and this is gonna be my last one. It's the 7th one, and I want to go out with a bang. Here's why. Palomino is one of my favorite RVs. I've never done an RV review on one of these before because they sold so fast when I lived in Maryland. And today we're gonna do it. We're gonna do one on the Palomino. And I think this is better than the Montana High Country and the Jayco North Point. I think this takes the cake, 100%. Special shout out to Parris RV in Payson, Utah. Jessica was my salesperson, and it's the person you should ask for if you are in the market. Let's go ahead and get started with this review. We're gonna go over the roof to see what's on top. The Columbus 379MB does have 2 standard 15K AC units. They're gonna be Coleman Serenity, and the front one does have a heat pump for the bedroom. They're using R40 insulation in the roof. I'm not sure what the material of the roof is. I couldn't find it online. But there is an optional 200-watt solar panel, and that's it, unfortunately. So the roof antenna does have the 4G Wi-Fi prep, and there is a third AC unit option if you would like to add that from the factory. Alright, so let's go ahead and start out back. What do you guys think about that drone footage? I literally was struggling to get that thing out of the sky because it's so windy, so that's why I was going back and forth. But big storage above the couch. By the way, big couch out back too. That's probably a 50-incher right there. Thing is huge. Probably could sit like 4 or 5 people here. But these are going to be soft close, and they do have that tinted glass. Looks really nice. And while we're up at the roof, you guys can see this has the WISP required AC unit. They do provide a fan that comes in handy in the summertime. And let's check out under the storage here. So they do have a light switch here for these little lights. Power outlet. And then check out your storage above the television. You also have storage behind the television. And you have a Furion fireplace down below. It says it's 40-inch. And check out your couch. So you can do one side bed, one side not. Love that they do that. If you have a sick kid, this really does come in handy. I love my wife will love this. And then over here, these seats are powered by pushing the button here. USB ports and lights. Storage. And who doesn't like huge windows in an RV? If you live out here in Utah and you go out on some free land and stay, man, this right here would just be amazing with the views you can get. They also have room darkening. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to come over here. I don't know why I came over here. This must have came off during travel, which is pretty normal. But yeah, you have your screen and room darkening. Love that they give you both. Lights above here. And let's go ahead and check out your kitchen. This is the best cooktop in the game today. And not only do they give you a great cooktop, but they do give you power outlets on both sides. And I believe that this is a wireless charger on the top too. Tons of lights too, by the way. Like, I love that. And look at your large oven. You can have Thanksgiving dinner here. And your drawers, they are not reinforced, but they are deep down below here. And those two down below are the same. Great storage on the side there. I'm not sure if you guys saw these little guys too. It would have been nice if they gave you a spice rack maybe for that. And above the microwave and your microwave. Under the sink, they do provide a trash can. Very tall storage down there. And there's no divider for the sink. Huge. This is what you see in the house. Really nice stuff here. And this is a Norcode refrigerator. It looks to be gas and electric, and it is. I do like to see 12 volt personally, But as you guys saw on the roof of this RV, Columbus is going in the wrong direction with this nice RV. There should always be a standard solar panel or something, especially in 2023. I'm not being picky. I think a lot of RV manufacturers are doing that. Even smaller ones are. And I'm surprised that they're not doing that. So they definitely need to pick up the step on that. Nice pantry here. And they do have a tinted glass. Looks really good. I still like the RV though. But yeah, they need to have solar. 100%. And this is a tall island. They do give you lights below it. And then check out your roof. And you guys are probably wondering where that mid-bunk is. It's definitely right here. And this is actually pretty big. So they do provide a bunk right there, lights, and this does go up. So you can just kind of hang out in here and watch TV. And let's see if they have a wardrobe. Nice. Wow, nice stuff right there. Some RVs do not give you a wardrobe, and they are doing that. Deep drawers. You do have an area to work from too. You can put a television here. Great layout. Yeah. They did a good job in here for sure. And yeah, let's keep going. So the light switch was actually right here. I was looking for it when I came in. And let's check out the control panel. This is becoming one of my favorite. If you don't get a screen, this is the next best thing right here. And you can control all the lights. So even in the bedroom there, you can control the lights, hall lights, everything. Really nice setup here. And walking up the steps, you do have your fuse and breaker box down below. And this does have a loft. If you don't have kids, some people use this area for like storage when I talk to people at the RV parks. And that's a useful thing too for that. Window on the side here. This is a pretty big hallway. I am surprised they did not put a pocket door here. Wow, this is actually really big. Stainless steel sink. You have some power. Storage down below. Oh wow, look at that. If you're one of those people who have the strain, oh yes. Oh yes. You can just hang on to the side here. And still have storage too. It's really smart. Vent fan above. And look at this shower. Wow. This is huge. Then you have medicine cabinet. Yeah, this is nice. They do provide a pocket door back here though. Let's go ahead and just really look around here too. I'm getting to the habit of always pulling up on these because they're starting to put storage right there. They do not have it on this one. Really deep drawers. They're all the same size as this one. And separate area here for washer and dryer. Wow. That is huge. And then you have on this side your closet. Power plug down below. And this area is actually opened up to where the washer and dryer goes. I like that they do that. Decent sized closet. And then check out your bed design. You have storage above. I'm surprised they did not put any power up there because that's normally what they do with that little storage, or you can use it as book storage. Here's the extra chairs there. Very deep storage. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and go outside now. So check out the front cap design. You do have docking lights right down below here. And more ride pin box. And there are some lights down below here. That's how you turn off those docking lights too. And then here's your pretty large storage. So you have a prep for generator. This does use 2 dual battery setup. And you have, which is no surprise, hydraulic auto leveling. It's gonna be 6.2. And this is gonna have a wide body design too. And I like that they painted the awnings in white too. They could have cheaped out and just went with black, but I like that they did that. By the way, this is already prepped for washer and dryer too. And you're gonna have 2 propane tanks, 1 on each side. And let's check out your storage here. So here it is. Now notice that this is actually blocked off, so obviously that side is not storage. But you do have power, battery disconnect. You have the coin style floors down here, which are easy to clean. And pretty tall roofs. You have lights on both sides. And this does have a drop frame, which is why you have this extra height. But check this out. This is your outside kitchen. Large refrigerator. I don't think I've ever seen one this size on the outside. And look at that, that's crazy. And outside sink with power. You do have power right there. More ride steps here. And they do provide lights on the side of the awning too. Not below it though. Nothing special about this door. They're using Asdale for the slide walls. And this is a rack and pinion slide out too. They're using Westlake tires, Creed 3000 suspension. I'll show you guys on the other side. And they do have liquid propane, quick disconnect down here, and your spare tire. These are huge frameless windows too. Huge. Accessory hitch out back, 300-pound capacity. And it is prepped to have a backup camera. And this is my ALPHAESS power station. Be sure to check out the description if you would like to get one. Another rack and pinion slide out here. Wow. Back of your refrigerator. And that's the vent for the above where the cooktop is. And your low point drains are in this area too. But here's the tire size, ST235/85/16. And this is a load range G 14 ply tire. So I think it's gonna have like what, 4,400 pounds of capacity? Yeah, 4,410 pounds at 110 PSIs. 8 lug, I never really point that out. And then you have nitrogen in the tires. I like how close the 2 areas are to dump from. And there is a valve under the slide. Suburban furnace. And this is going to be a 12-gallon water heater. And then check out the side of this beast. This thing is huge. Really large fifth wheel. Love the way this door opens. Really smart design. Look how thick it is too. No surprise here, but this does have the Nautilus system. Outside shower. Power, and this one has the water filter, and it has a power reel too, which is really convenient. I have a manual one that I use. And then here's the Furion 50 amp automatic transfer relay switch, and this does have auto leveling, which is 6 point. So here are the numbers for this rig. So you have a gross vehicle weight rating of 15,580, 2 7,000 pound axles. And they're showing that the all-in cargo carrying capacity is going to be 2,363 pounds. That is pretty big. And it's showing that the dry weight is 13,158. Now, I have noticed that that has been wrong before in the past, so I am going to do my own math just in case. So let's go ahead and find a truck for this rig, and then that will effectively end this video. I recently did a video on a 2024 GMC Sierra 3500 Denali Dually. And I think that whenever you're looking at wide body fifth wheels this size, you're probably going to want to consider this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers in the spreadsheet that we have an idea what I'm talking about. Now the truck that I just showed you, I did a full review on that, so if you want to go and check that out, that's where I got these numbers from. So these are live numbers on the door sticker. So that truck had a 5,140 pound payload, and that truck weighed 8,869 pounds coming out of the factory. And the way I got that number is just taking this number and subtracting it from this one. Towing capacity and gross combined vehicle weight rating are no problem. This is basically truck and trailer maximum weight, and that's what the truck is rated for basically. Now as far as your passengers and cargo, this is what a lot of people get wrong. So I have 2 adults, husband and wife, 200 pound male, 135 pound female, and I have 3 100-pound kids and 450 pounds for cargo. So assume your fifth wheel hitch and any other gear you might be taking with you. So that's gonna be 1,085 pounds. That's gonna come off of this payload. Now, as far as the available payload now, this is gonna be the number because of this. So now this is what you have available to tow a trailer. Now let's talk about the RV. If you go on the website, they're showing the hitch weight at 2,100 pounds. If you divide this number into the unloaded vehicle weight, that's gonna give you 16.6%. I've never seen a hitch weight that low, especially for this type of fifth wheel. Now, one thing to keep in mind is this number is a lot different from what you actually see at the RV dealer. This is actually a huge discrepancy, so maybe that is right. But with that being said, I'm going to use 20% because propane tanks are never filled and batteries are never added to the trailer when they're getting loaded. You have to keep in mind too, washer and dryer and generator. So if you're going to add those things, I would venture to say 22% might be a safer number. So if you take 20% of this number, that's going to give you 2,643 pounds. Here's what you have available for payload after your passengers, cargo, and hitch weight. Now obviously no one goes camping this way, so we're going to max out the weight and I'm going to multiply that by 20%. That's going to give me 3,116 pounds. So even with a dually GMC, even though this is a high trim level, you have 939 pounds of available payload, which means you have pretty much increased your gross fuel weight to 13,070 pounds. So we're not far from the maximum here. Now, just for this scenario here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take GVWR and multiply it by 22%, assuming you have a generator. So that'll be 3428. So even still, this is the best option, especially if you plan on doing full-time RVing, because you will get to GVWR pretty quickly. Most people I talk to on the road are over GVWR, so that could be an issue, especially if you are trying to stay within your limits. Hope you guys liked the video. See you guys in the next one.